which is about transformation of function. Okay, for the transformation of function, in this video, we will explain about three types of transformation, which is translation, reflection, and dilation, and the combination of three types of this transformation. And in my part, I will explain about the translation. Okay, so now we will see about what is translation. The translation is about the movement of graph, either it will move vertically or horizontally. So the equation here is y equal to fx. If we plus c beside this function, the graph will shifted up by c units, and the graph will moving vertically. And if we minus c beside this function, the graph will shifted down by c units. So the movement of graph will move vertically. So these two equations, the movement of graph will vertically. Okay, so what if we plus c inside this function? The graph will shifted to the left by c units. And what if we minus c inside this function? The graph will shifted to the right by c units. So the movement of two graphs is horizontally. Okay, so in this video, we will use the smooth graph calculator to sketch the graph to see what the difference of the transformation. So in the part, we will see the original equation is y equal to x squared. As you can see it here, the blue one, the purple one is the original one. So what happens if we minus by 3 inside the function? Okay, so the graph will shifted to the right by 3 units. Okay, let's see the difference between the purple one and the black one. So the translation of graph will shifted to the right. What will happen to the graph if we plus 1 inside the function? Okay, so the graph will shifted to the left by 1 unit. Okay, from the purple one to the green one. Okay, so the movement of this equation, x minus 3 and x plus 1 power of 2, it will move horizontally. Okay, so let's see what happened to the graph if we plus 4 beside the function. Okay, so the graph will shifted to the up by 4 units. Okay, from 0 to 4 units. So the purple one is the original, and the translation of graph is the red one. Okay, we shifted up. What if we minus by 5 inside the function? Okay, so the graph will shifted down by 5 units. Okay, this is the original graph, and this is the translation of graph, which is if you move from the origin to the 5 unit down. Okay, so the movement of these two equations is vertically.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I will continue for the second part, which is reflection. So what is reflection? Reflection basically is the line of reflection acts as a mirror, and it is halfway between the point and its image. So basically, the reflection is it happen at x-axis and y-axis. So it's like a mirror. Okay. So next slide. So this is what I told now, x-axis and y-axis. So for the graph y equals to negative fx, negative, we put the negative outside the fx, the function. So the graph will be reflected through x-axis. So when this condition, negative fx, so the graph will be reflected x-axis. Okay. So for the second condition, y equals to f, negative x, which is the function will be in the negative condition, so the graph will be reflected through y-axis. So this side will be reflect this side. Okay. So we go to the example. Okay, so let's move to the a few part of equation. So an example. Okay, so the original equation is y equal fx is equal to 4 power of x. Okay, so that is the original equation. So for the condition 1, so we will use the Desmos to illustrate the graph. So we can see at the it reflected at x-axis or y-axis. Okay. So for the condition 1, we type the y equals to negative 4 power of x. Okay, so this is power. Okay, power of x. Okay, so we can see the green line is the reflected, which if we know the condition for the condition 1, when the negative sign is outside the function x, so the graph will be reflected at x-axis. Okay, so we can see the original one is red one, and the green one is the reflected axis. Okay, so for the condition 2, we type the y equals to 4 power of negative x, which is negative x is the okay, so negative sign we put into the function. Okay, so we can see the purple line is reflected at y-axis. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, now we move on to dilation, which is we will see the graph will shrink or stretch. So how to see the graph will shrink or stretch? Okay, basically we will refer to the function. If you see the factor c is outside the function, this and this, so the graph will be vertical. But there is two conditions, which is stretch and compress. So when you only see factor c outside the function, and then the graph will be vertically stretched. And then if you see 1 over c is outside the function, and then the graph will be vertically compressed. Okay, next, when the factor c is inside the function, then the graph will be horizontal. Okay, when you see 1 over c is inside the function, and then the graph will be horizontal stretch. But when you see the only factor c in the function, and then you will get the graph horizontally compressed. Now we move on to the example, which is we will see the condition for stretch and compress vertically. So here there is a basic equation, which is y equal to x squared. And then this basic equation, we will multiply with any factor as in this equation. We multiply it with 4, and then we will get the graph will stretch like this. Will stretch from purple to blue color. And then when we multiply the basic equation with 1 over 4, the graph will be compressed from purple color to the green color. Okay, now we move on to the next condition, which is we will see the graph stretch or compress horizontally. So the basic equation is y equal to x squared, and then when the factor is in the function, then we will get the graph will be compressed like this. And then when the factor 1 over 4 is in the function, then the graph will be stretched like this, from purple color to the green color. You already learned about translation, reflection, and also dilation. And now we are going to combine it into one equation. So to solve the combination of transformation, we need only 3 steps. The first one, we need to identify the basic graph from the equation. The second one, we need to determine the order of the transformation. And lastly, we need to apply transformation step by step by using Desmos graph calculator. So in our example, we have an equation y is equal to negative modulus 2 multiplied by x minus 5, and then we'll minus with 6. So the basic graph we got from the equation here is y is equal to modulus x. So it will be illustrated like the red color here. Then the next step is in the translation process, where x is minus 5, and then we will get the graph is shift to the 5 unit to the right, the graph. We can see the difference between the red color and the blue color graph here. The next part is we are going to multiply it with 2, which is it is in the dilution process. So the graph here is shrink from the blue color into the green color here. So the next part, we have y equal to negative modulus 2 multiplied by x minus 5, where it is actually a reflection process where the graph will be reflected through the x-axis, as we can see in the purple color here. And then the last but not least, we are going to subtract all the equation here by 6, and then we will get the graph as like here, which is the graph is shift to the 6th unit down. So the final answer for our equation is like this.